Dear students, you are studying structural organization in animal, chapter number 7. You have studied first type of animal tissue, that is epithelial tissue. Second type of tissue is called connective tissue. Name itself shows because they link or connect the different organ and system of the body, so they are called connective tissue. Specialty of connective tissue is that they have less cellular element and more matrix. In epithelial tissue, you have studied more cell and negligible matrix. Here, more matrix and less cell. Matrix is secreted by the cell of connective tissue. So, connective tissue is a specialized tissue that connect different parts of the body. Connective tissues are classified into three groups. Connective tissue proper connective tissue. Second is supportive connective tissue. And third is fluid connective tissue. What is proper connective tissue? It is divided into two parts: loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Example of loose connective tissue is areolar connective tissue. In areolar connective tissue, you will find two types of fiber: white fiber and yellow fiber. White fiber run in bundles in group and they run parallel to one another. So, white fiber run in group and they run parallel to one another. Yellow fiber occur singly and are highly branched. White fiber are unbranched. White fiber are made of a tissue substance that is called collagen, and yellow fiber form of a protein called elastin. White fiber give rigidity to the organ and yellow fiber give elasticity to the organ. So, white and yellow fiber, what is the difference? White fiber run in bundle group. They are unbranched. They run parallel to one another. They are made up of a protein called collagen and is for mechanical strength. Yellow fiber, they are highly branched, run singly, made up of a protein called elastin, and they provide elasticity to the organ. So, two types of fiber present in areolar connective tissue. Now, this is the matrix. Three types of cells are there in areolar connective tissue. First cell is mast cell. This mast cell secrete histamine and heparin. Histamine is anti-allergic and the heparin is anticoagulant. Histamine causes allergy and the heparin, it stops the coagulation of blood. So mast cells secrete two substances, histamine and heparin. Then fibroblasts secrete two types of cell. Name itself shows fibroblasts secrete fiber, white and yellow. Macrophages are the protective cell. They engulf the foreign particle entering in the body. So there are three cellular elements in areolar tissue. Which three? Mast cell, fibroblast and macrophage. Now, second type of connective tissue is adipose connective tissue. Adipose means fat storing tissue. If the fat is more in our food, this fat is deposited inside our body in the cell. So fat storing cells are called adipose tissue. These cells have outermost plasma membrane, nucleus, and the major portion is occupied by the fat. So this is the fat storing area. So fat storing area is the main part of adipose tissue. So proper connective tissue is of two types, loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, example areolar connective tissue and adipose connective tissue. Dense connective tissue is of two types, dense regular connective tissue and dense irregular connective tissue. Name itself shows in dense regular connective tissue, collagen fiber run parallel to one another. Collagen fiber run parallel to one another. This is the dense connective tissue. In dense irregular, collagen fiber are distributed irregularly. So here regular arrangement and here irregular arrangement. Tendon which attach skeletal muscle to bone and ligament which join a bone to bone are example of this type of tissue. So dense connective tissue example is tendon and ligament. What is a tendon? Tendon are thread-like structure that connect a bone with the muscle, and ligament are thread-like structure that connect a bone to a bone. Dense irregular has irregular arrangement of white fiber. This tissue is present in our skin. Now, so this is about dense connective tissue. Now, supportive tissue is divided into two groups, bone and cartilage. What is a bone? It is the hardest tissue of our body. The bone cells are called osteocytes. These bone cells are arranged in a concentric lamellae. Concentric means round. Bone cells are arranged in a round manner. Bone cells are called osteocytes. What is the structure of bone cell? Bone cells have Haversian canal in the center. Bone cells have projection called canaliculi, and each bone cell have a lacuna. Lacuna means empty space. So bone cells are located inside an empty space called lacuna. From this empty space, projections are given out. These projections are called canaliculi, and these canaliculi join to each other. Then Haversian canal is the characteristic feature of mammalian bone. So hardest tissue of the body is bone. It is a living structure because it grows along with our body. Second tissue is cartilage. Cartilage is a soft tissue. Generally, in between two long bones, cartilage is present. Because it is soft and elastic, it provides support to the bones. Cartilage is present at the tip of our nose and the pinna of our ear. So because it is elastic, it is present in between our two long bones, tip of nose, then ear pinna, in between the vertebrae and in between the various bones of the body. Bone cells are called osteocytes. So, cartilage cells are called chondrocytes. These are the chondrocytes. They lie in the matrix. These cells lie in the matrix. Cartilage cells are also living cells, so they multiply. Here you can see single cartilage cell. It undergoes mitosis, producing two cells. How three cells are formed? One cell remains undivided and other cell undergoes mitosis, forming two cells. Then four cells. Both cells undergo mitosis, producing four cells. So it is the cartilage. Now, in cartilage, the cell lie in the fluid filled space. Name is lacuna. Lacuna is singular and lacunae is plural. Outermost layer is called perichondrium. This is the outermost layer called perichondrium, which has rich blood supply. What is the difference between bone and cartilage? Bone is the hardest tissue of our body. Cartilage is the soft tissue of our body. Bone cells are called osteocytes. Cartilage cells are called chondrocytes or chondroblasts. Then, bone cells lie in a circular manner. Cartilage cells are scattered in the matrix. Bone cells have Haversian canal in the center. Here, Haversian canal is absent. So this is the difference between bone and cartilage. Third tissue is the fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue example is blood and limb. In fluid connective tissue, blood has fluid called plasma. 80% of the blood is formed by plasma. It has three types of cell: red blood corpuscles RBC or astrocyte. These RBC are enucleated without nucleus in mammal, and they have a single nucleus in frog. So RBC may be nucleated or enucleated. RBC have hemoglobin in them. This hemoglobin is the respiratory pigment which help in respiration. WBC. What is WBC? White blood corpuscles or leukocyte. They are irregular in shape and have a prominent nucleus. What is the difference between RBC and WBC? RBC are red in color due to hemoglobin. WBC are colorless. They are devoid of hemoglobin. RBC have a regular shape. WBC have no regular shape. RBC contain respiratory pigment, help in respiration, and WBC are soldiers of the body. They protect our body from foreign infection. Third type of cell are called blood platelets or thrombocyte. What is blood platelet or thrombocyte? Platelet means broken fragment of a plate. So they don't have any nucleus. These platelets help in coagulation of blood. If there is any injury after some time from our body, flow of blood is prevented or stopped. So this stoppage of flow of blood is due to an enzyme present in the thrombocyte or blood platelets. So first connective tissue fluid is blood and second is lymph. What is lymph? Filtrate of blood is called lymph. Blood flows in blood vessel. You have studied blood vessel are lined with squamous epithelium. This squamous epithelium is specially meant for filtration and for diffusion. So there is constant filtration and diffusion of the blood from the wall of the blood vessel. So what is the filtrate? It is the lymph. Lymph is colorless because it has no RBC. RBC being larger in size do not get filtered. So blood is red in color and lymph is colorless. Both are liquid connective tissue of our body. So second type of connective tissue. Third type is fluid connective tissue. Example is blood and the lymph. Now next is third type of tissue is muscular connective tissue. What is the specialty of a muscle? It contracts and relaxes. A muscle has characteristic feature of contraction and relaxation. So a muscle have protoplasm which have characteristic feature of contraction and relaxation. Muscles are cylindrical or arranged parallel. These fibers are called myofibril. So myofibril are the unit of muscle fiber and The cytoplasm of muscle fiber is called sarcoplasm. So sarcos is a Latin word for muscle. Sarcoplasm means protoplasm of the muscle. Sarcolemma, plasma lemma of the muscle. Myofibril, longitudinally running fibers of protein in muscle fiber, that is called myofibril. Now, muscle fiber are of three types: skeletal muscle or striated muscle. Second is non-striated or smooth muscle. And third is cardiac muscle. Diagram you can see, page number 105. First diagram is of skeletal muscle. What is skeletal muscle? They have the striation. Striation means lining all over the body. Because they have lining all over the body, so it is called striated muscle. Striation means lining. They are called skeletal muscle because they are found attached with the skeletal tissue of the body. Our long bone have the flesh. This flesh around the long bone is the striated muscle. They are called voluntary muscle because they act according to our wish. So voluntary muscle act according to our wish. So three names for this: striated because they have striation. Second is skeletal, found attached to the skeletal tissue. Voluntary, they act according to our wish. So this is about skeletal muscle, cylindrical in shape. Second type of muscle are non-striated muscle. Look into the diagram. Non-striated muscles are spindle shaped. Both ends are pointed and they have a nucleus in the center. Nucleus of non-striated muscle fiber is towards the periphery. Striated muscle fiber have nucleus in the center. These muscle fiber are always found in group and their function is maintained together. If our wall of stomach make peristalsis, peristalsis means contraction and relaxation. All the non-striated muscle of wall of stomach, they contract and relax together. So their function is coordinated. Now, why they are called smooth muscle? Because they have no striation and hence they appear smooth. They are called involuntary because they do not act according to our wish. We cannot force our stomach to start peristalsis or to stop peristalsis. So involuntary because they do not act according to our wish. Smooth muscle, no striation. So these non-striated muscle are found inside our body. Third is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle are branched muscle. These cardiac muscle, they are found in our heart. What is their specialty? Cardiac muscle can function throughout the day and night without getting fatigued or tired. So, specialty of cardiac muscle is that without getting tired, they function throughout the day and night. There are junction between the adjacent cell, and these cells show characteristics of both striated and non-striated muscle. So, muscles are of three types. Striated muscle have striation, non-striated no striation, and cardiac show characteristics are both. Striated muscle are voluntary. They act according to our wish. We can move our hand, our leg according to our wish. Non-striated found inside the visceral organ, internal organ of our body, which do not act according to our wish. And cardiac muscle found in heart. Their function is also involuntary. Cardiac muscle are cylindrical in shape. Non-striated are spindle shaped. Voluntary muscle after some time get tired. If we move our hand, our leg this way for a long duration, we get tired. Involuntary do not get tired soon. Non-voluntary can work for a longer time without getting tired. And cardiac muscle can work throughout our life without getting tired. Now, fourth type of tissue is nervous tissue. The nervous tissue exerts the greatest control over the body responsiveness to changing condition. Neurons are the unit of nervous tissue. These neurons are excitable cell. A neuron has two parts. Cyton, the cell body having nucleus, and a very long process called axon. So neuron has two parts, cyton and axon. Cyton gives out small projection. They are called dendrite. They receive the impulse. And axon is the long branch which take impulse away from the neuron. These neurons have a supporting and packing material called neuroglia. Neuroglia make up more than one half of the volume of the neural tissue. When neural tissue is stimulated, electrical impulses are generated in our body. So, neuron transmit impulses from one part of the body to other part in the form of electrical impulses. These impulses are very much fast. Detail of this tissue you will study in chapter number